I will. Okay, so we are recorded, which is perfect. I will mention it later. So once again, my name is Zuzana Szpuntova. I will be your facilitator. I work for the company called Circle. We are Europe's largest platform for industrial waste management and green sourcing. So basically a marketplace. And today's seminar is called Building Community Around Multifunctional Resource Centers. This project is called NiCE. It stands for From Niche to the Center. The project is focused on two main challenges. The first one is to transform central places in cities and to make it easier for inhabitants to adapt to sustainable lifestyle and to reanimate centers in a more circular way. This project involves 8 different countries. It is co-founded by the European Union by the Project Interreg program for the Central Europe, and the project is running from the May 2023 to the April 2026. This one is a series of 8 webinars that are addressing many specific topics about reuse centers, circular lifestyles, and so on. To the practical information, please, if it is possible, turn off your cameras and microphones, or maybe camera can be on, but microphone should be definitely turned off. If you have a question, you have a place and space to really advocate for your question in the chat, or you can use also anonymous way, which is through the application called Slido. You can find the link in the chat here in the Zoom, so please open the chat and click on the link and you can ask your question. To the GDPR, this seminar is recorded. So please, if it's possible, turn off. Okay, thank you. And back to the information. So to the GDPR, this seminar is recorded, which means that it will be also shared on the YouTube, also on the website of the Interact Project NiCE. One more important thing, this workshop or a webinar is definitely interactive. So if you have the question during the presentation of our lovely speaker, feel free to really raise your hand and ask your question. And now to our speakers, let me invite and welcome our first speaker, Katarzyna Korczak. She's from the program or company, or let's call it this way, the RIC Pro-Akademia. Katarzyna is a researcher and project manager with extensive experience in developing and implementing circular economy solution. And she works on the local and also European levels. Today, she will be presenting a pilot project from Brzeg Dolny in Poland, and she will tell us how communal building was transformed into zero-waste multi-center. So, Katarzyna, the floor is yours. You can start with your presentation, and welcome.
Thank you for the introduction. Let me know if you can see my screen and my presentation.
Yes, we can see your screen, and it is also in the presentation mode.
Great.
So you can start.
Great. So thank you for inviting me to this webinar. The presentation was developed by me and by my colleagues from the municipality of Brzeg Dolny, Katarzyna Korczak and Monika Kwapisz, who are also here, and they will help me to answer your questions about the multi-center. So in the next 20 minutes, I will tell you about the multi-center, zero-waste multi-center in Brzeg Dolny, so how the municipality transformed an abandoned building into a vibrant place where people can engage into circular practices. But before I start telling about the multi-center itself, let me introduce the city of Brzeg Dolny. It's a small town located in western Poland, 30 kilometers from Wrocław, which is the third largest city in Poland. It has around 12,000 inhabitants. It's a small but very nice place to live, full of greenery, with good living conditions and also economic opportunities for people. And the current challenges of the city is the revitalization of the old town, and also to create an offer for cultural offer for different age groups of the people of the people living there. So when the municipality heard about the idea of the NiCE project, they were sure that this is a great opportunity for them to address those challenges. The starting point in 2023 was that there is an abandoned municipal building owned by the city that used to serve as a TV repair shop, but wasn't used for this purpose anymore. And the idea was to transform this place into a space where people can meet and engage in circular activities. They started thinking what to do, how to design, how to revitalize this place. Here is the layout. So you can see that the entrance is on the bottom to the open space where there are movable tables, chairs, where bigger groups can meet, can gather and engage in different activities. There is also higher the woodworking station with drills and grinders and different electric tools where people can engage into woodworking. There is also a sewing room with sewing machines and embroiders. And finally, kitchen with cooking equipment like cookers, like ovens, different kitchen utensils to organize workshops on zero waste cooking and plant-based cooking. And here you can see some initial ideas of the how to design, how to the space. On the left there is this open space area, and on the right the woodworking station. As you can imagine, it has been a lot of work to revitalize this place, including a lot of construction work, but also administrative works, organizational work. But after almost a year of hard work of the City Hall, the Zero Waste Multi-Center has been finally launched in February this year. And since then, it offers regular workshops on different topics like sewing, woodworking, cooking. This is mostly for adults. The multi-center also offers workshops for school groups during school hours. So teachers bring students there, and there are dedicated workshops for them on some creative workshops on art. You will see this later. There is also a handyman on duty, so there are a few hours in every week when a handyman is there, so everybody can go there and use the tools and facility to do whatever they want and they need. So if they, for example, they want to repair something, they can go there, and there is a person who would help them. And this is also a space where some events are organized, so items swaps like plant, clothing, toys. Meetings can be organized there, and the place is also open for NGOs. So if local non-governmental organizations would like to organize an event there, it is also available for them. And here you can see a schedule for this month, and all the months since February were very similar. So there is a series of workshops on different topics, so everybody can find something interesting for themselves. The workshops were both for beginners and for advanced people, and this is clearly communicated. So, and if you participate in several workshops, so you can easily go this path from the beginner to the advanced user, for example, on sewing machine. Because the space is limited there, the workshops are going to organize for smaller groups, which on one hand is a limitation because the interest is big. So a lot of people would like to participate in those workshops, events. But on the other hand, smaller groups means better engagement, and it's easier to ask a question and get help from the instructor. What is also important is the collaboration with local companies that donate some products. So, for example, a furniture company donated textile scraps that have been used by participants. You will see in a moment on the pictures. The multi-center is run by the people working in the city hall, so Katarzyna Dorosz, Monika Kwapisz, but there is also a big group of instructors who provide the workshops. So these are professionals from the area who share their knowledge, skills, passions. So, for example, there is a technology director from the furniture company who is providing woodworking workshop. And here you can see some examples of the workshops. This is definitely not all the workshops that have been organized. So during the sewing workshops, the very first workshop, it was organized during Valentine's Day. It was sewing a heart-shaped pillow. But on the further workshops, people were sewing city bag, shopping bag, aprons, travel cosmetic bags. And what is interesting, the ideas for the next workshops come from people. So people are providing their feedback and ideas what they would like to do. During the workshops for students, they were doing many different creative things. For example, spring decorations, upcycling, flowers for Mother's Day, some home decorations, flower sachets for wardrobe. And here also you can see the school groups involved in creative activities. Here, woodwork workshops, the very first workshops in this area. It was creating a wooden lantern, but they were also doing a clock, chair renovation, photo frame, roasting wooden tray. So a lot of different ideas coming also from the people. And finally, the kitchen and the cooking workshop. So here you can see the people involved in bread spreads cooking, cauliflower pizza, Slavic soup, different type of activities. And here are some statistics. So during the first 7 months of the Zero Waste Multi-Center operation, there have been 48 workshops organized. Every month, this is from 7 to 8. Mostly about sewing, upcycling, cooking, and creative workshops. In total, over 450 participants took part in those workshops. They were from different age groups, so of children, teenagers. These were mostly the school groups, and also adults. So workshops organized during evenings and weekends. What is interesting is that not all the workshops have been financed by the project. There are volunteers who liked the idea so much that they came to the operators of the multi-center and said, "Look, I like the idea so much. I would like to organize a workshop for free for people because I would like to share my hobby, my passion." And so far, around 30% of the workshops have been provided by the volunteers.
Katarzyna, may I ask you about the polls, if you want to use them, the questions for the participants?
Yeah, exactly. And here is the place where I would like to ask you some questions. So, Lucia, if you could please start the first question.
Yes, so you should see it on the screen. So dear participants, please choose your answer for this question. Just one, it is the single choice. So try to think if you have a resource center or reuse center in your neighborhood. Then click on the submit button down below in the right corner, and we will see the results on the screen soon. Luska will share it with us. We will wait a few minutes.
Yes, I'm sharing.
So Katarzyna, are you surprised by these answers?
To be honest, I don't see the results. I don't know how to.
So I can. Okay, so I can share it with you by the speech. So the answer is that 70% of the participants choose the answer yes, that they have the resource center in their neighborhood, and only 30% of the participants choose the answer no. So the majority has.
Now I see. Yeah, that is a little bit surprising, but a great answer because as far as I know from Poland, it's something new. So it's great that that you have access to such places, and you can engage in circular lifestyle and circular activities. Yeah,
Great.
It's nice to hear.
Clearly, we have participants who are like very eco-friendly. And also, do you want another question?
Yes, please.
So we can see it on the screen. The question is, if have you ever used a sewing machine? So please choose your answer, and you have four possible answers. So it is up to you. And then do not forget to click on the submit button down below. Few more seconds for the voting. It's loading. We are waiting. People are voting. Perfect. Yes, and we will see the results on the screen.
Results.
Thank you for the results, Lucka. So the results for these questions, I will say it loud in case you are not able to see the screen. So the 56% of the people mentioned that they are not using sewing machine, unfortunately. Then the 24% mentioned that yes, they used sewing machine before, but only a few times in their life. Then 12% of the participants said that yes, they are using it from the time to time, and only 8% of the participants are using sewing machine regularly, and they are advanced user.
Yeah, so it's not surprising either. This skill was popular, is more popular in among seniors. So this also means that it's a great opportunity for people, centers like this, to teach them something. And we could see this in Brzeg Dolny, that people really like those workshops on sewing, and they were actually starting from the very beginning. So they had to start. The first step was to learn how to use the sewing machine, and then they could engage in more advanced projects.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess the next question.
Yes, so we can see the third question on the screen. The question is, if have you ever used an electric drill? So a little bit more complicated machine than sewing machine. And please choose your answer. And again, do not forget to click on the submit button. We will wait a few seconds for the other participants to vote. So just a few seconds as well. And the results are slowly loading. So we will share them on the screen. A few more seconds for everyone to participate and to join. Okay, great. Thank you, Lucka, for the sharing of the results. So the results are that, again, 32%, so the majority never used an electric drill. The same number, 32% of the participants used it only a few times in their life. And then 24% of the participants use the electric drill from time to time, and only 12% of the people are advanced users.
Yeah, so it's quite similar to what we saw in Brzeg Dolny. So mostly women came to the woodworking workshops, and they were so fascinated about being able to use this electric tools and do something with their hands. So this also shows that creating an opportunity for people to use those tools, to learn how to use, it gives them new skills and opportunity to have some fun. Okay, and I guess the last question. Yeah.
Yes, it's on the screen. We can see it is the fourth question, and it is that if you had the chance to participate in a workshop organized by a resource center like the one which is in the Brzeg Dolny, which would you choose? And this question is multiple choice, so you can choose more than just one answer. So please, now it's your time to really choose. So focus on the options. The first one is sewing, the other one is upcycling, the third one is zero waste cooking. Then we have woodworking, furniture renovation, and creative jobs like seasonal home decorations and so on. So it's really up to you. So please choose. We will wait a few more seconds for the participants to really choose, since it is a little bit more of the reading and thinking because more options. Okay, a few more seconds and we can see the results. So the 59% really choose furniture renovations. So maybe a little bit surprising. On the other hand, maybe not, because it's very practical. And we have 56% on the zero waste cooking. This is definitely very handy and practical.
Yeah, so we can see that it's a little bit different from the structure of the workshops in Brzeg Dolny, but also similar. So cooking is very popular, and some creative workshops as well. Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. So thank you for those questions. It was good.
Thank you all for your answers. It's really nice to see how you would interact with such a multi-center. So to sum up a little bit, how to make it happen, how to create a multi-center resource, multi-center like this. People are the most important. People who would push the project, the construction work, the organizational work, the administrative work forward. This is the most important thing. If without mothers of the multi-center, Katarzyna and Monika from the City Hall, that wouldn't happen. So this is the most important thing. But also community around, so volunteers who and instructors who provide the workshops, the people who participate, who provide their feedback, that motivate the operators of the multi-center to work and to organize new types of activities. Another important thing is clear communication. So you should be very clear about the rules of participation, about how to enroll, what to do if you enrolled and cannot participate, what is the level of advancement of the workshops. This should be clearly communicated from the very beginning. Also very important is to secure resources, not only money, but also equipment, materials. Here you could see that the local companies donated some of the materials. And something which is for most of us boring, but is crucial in places like this, is the legal and administrative setup. So all the permits, insurance, safety. This is really important to comply with those regulations. And also promotion, because you need to communicate people that something like this exists and they can use it and engage. As you can see, as you could imagine, there are always some challenges related to operating places like this. Here at the beginning, the problem was that people enrolled for the courses but didn't show up. So there had to be some solution for that developed, and now there is always a reserve list. And because this is a small town, so if somebody didn't up, organizers can always call the people from the reserve list and they will show up. The diverse needs, this is important to provide workshops for different advancement groups, so also for beginners and for advanced users. And also important balance between quality and accessibility. So on one hand, you need to provide high quality activities, but on the other hand, they should be free of charge, they should be accessible, they should be entertaining people. In overall, the multi-center is a great success. Here you can see the feedback from people. They are super grateful for the opportunity participating in the workshops like this. They say that they want more workshops. They want them longer. They want them. They offer ideas for the new topics. And they appreciate not only the skills that they gathered, but also the social connectiveness, so that they could meet new people, they can make friendships, they can rest. So this is important not only from the sustainability level, I would say, but also from the social level and building community around. And now the big challenge is to think now the municipality is thinking about the future of the multi-center, how to make it, because the project is coming to an end. So how to maintain the multi-center in the future. So in general, there are 3 pillars of the future. First of all, the municipality is applying for new grants to be able to offer new workshops for new groups, in new topics, and also to maintain the multi-center. The other pillar is the NGOs from the area. So the municipality who owns the multi-center is offering this infrastructure for NGOs to bring their own projects and use the infrastructure for their own. And this is actually happening. So in September, a local NGO started a new project that is focusing on seniors who are using the multi-center, and there are workshops organized for them. And also the third pillar are the people from the area. So volunteers, for example, who can organize workshops on their own. So thank you. I strongly recommend you to follow the Facebook profile because despite it's in Polish, and after every workshop there is a small short video with no speaking, no only music. So you can see how the workshops went and what people did. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Katarzyna, for this excellent presentation. So as we just heard, the Brzeg Dolny pilot project shows the previous unused commercial space can be really transformed in something very meaningful and interesting. So very interesting, and thank you for this. And now I would like to introduce our second speaker, who is Dr. Marinka Vok, with her colleague, Mr. Marin Zwer. So now, please, the floor is yours. Share your screen. And I will confirm when we will be seeing it.
Now, yeah, thank you very much. Now we will be start with presentation. So I'm Marinka Vok from RIC Center Slovenia. I'm responsible for this network. Reuse Center is the first organization of its kind of Slovenia. Our mission is to give products a second-hand life and help people understand the importance about reuse, repair, and recycling. 15 years ago, it was a very new concept, but now it's much better because from this time it was started for the separate waste and about reuse. It was very, very nice idea, but nobody know how is this, how will be function and how we can provide this, because this is much better than recycling, but how knows, how has these skills from this? Because we believe that many things people throw away are still useful, but saving them, we can also protect nature, reduce waste. And from our side, it's very important social mission about CPU. We are social enterprise. It's also first social enterprise in Slovenia. This means we do not only from the profit, but we create jobs for people who are often hard to employ, such as the long-term unemployed, older workers, or people with special needs. By working with us, they gain skills, confidence, and new opportunities. And now Marin will be present how we produce every day, not only from the action, but we have this organization like an umbrella for the 40 employees, and this is our regular work.
Yeah. So hi everyone, my name is Marin Zver. I'm the project coordinator here at Center for Reuse. So as Marinka has mentioned, we are the first reuse center in Slovenia. We've successfully been working now for 15 years. So as you can see on the right side of your screen, this is what we do: work in reuse, repairs, upcycling. We have started almost 20 different secondhand shops all over Slovenia, and we currently directly manage 4. And we also do social activation programs, because we see waste not as waste, but as an opportunity, and not just as an opportunity to create new upcycled products, but also to give people opportunity to learn new skills, to get back into the employment center and such. So, as I mentioned, we have 4 locations spread all over Slovenia. And just quick information about Slovenia. Slovenia is quite a small country, comprised of 2 million people. 73% of the waste is separately collected, which is quite good. But we still wish for it to be higher. And per person, about 33 kilos of municipal waste is sort of dumped, created per year. So the expected amount of waste per year for reuse in Slovenia is about 5,000 tons. And currently we're still not there yet. We're still, I would say, a bit far, but slowly reaching it with our centers and other centers we also helped establish in different locations in Slovenia. So maybe Marinka, if you...
Yeah, only some words about chronological overview of CPU establishment. Then we start with this. In the first, this is my idea. I'm very happy today about this. And then we start alone. No founder, no about infrastructure and nothing. And then we start this. A lot of important persons say, oh, what is this? This is no money. This is not good. It's better. Then you close this idea. But then we start again and again. And about our ideas, it was very important before then 2010, because this time it's not obligation about upcycling, reuse. It's not, it's only recycling, but good ideas about this better about circular economy. This is concept. Then we start before then Europe started this idea, and this is important for us. And about our pilot, then we start. Then we help Ministry for work about co-worker. Then we can include our co-worker and
yeah. So What we saw before our reuse center, we had almost 15 years experience before we started to reuse in waste management. And in those times, we saw there was more and more still usable items because in the past, of course, waste was really waste. Everything was really used until the end. But with faster production, with sort of people having more and more money, more waste was not really waste. That's what we saw at the waste management center we were managing. We saw more and more items that are still usable were coming to our location. So that was a goal almost 30 years from now that we had, that one day we wish to start something like this. But like Marinka has mentioned, in Slovenia, nothing similar existed. People who were very high up in this field didn't think it was possible because it's a small country and financially speaking, running a reuse center is very expensive and you do not get that much money in just from the activity. But we saw the benefits. We saw also what you can do with employing people with special needs, how you can create employment, how you can create opportunity. So in 2011, we, through a project with the ministry, we led the first reuse center in Slovenia, which was established near Gaška Slatina, next to the local waste management center. There we also created models so for collecting and repairing items from furniture, clothes, electronics. So we are not sort of the reuse center which just buys things and resells them. Everything we have, we collect ourselves. So be it furniture, clothes, electronics, all types of items, we collect ourselves. We clean ourselves. If needed, we change things, we fix smaller things, and then we put them back up to sale at lower prices so everyone can afford what they need. So after which we start our network expansion, which I mentioned before. So starting reuse centers all over Slovenia. But of course, that was not our end goal. Firstly, our goal was to spread this. So it's not just in one part of the country, but it's all over the country, and that people learn about it, that people know about reuse. Because when we started, most people had no idea what reuse actually is, how it works, and yeah, why would you buy secondhand when you can buy new? Many people did not understand this idea. But slowly, through education, through opening new centers, we managed to get this idea closer to people. Like I mentioned, we opened almost 20 centers all over Slovenia, and those we gave to different NGOs, to different organizations that could manage them further. As for us, the goal was not to run as many centers as possible, but to make those that we have as effective as possible and bring the quality, not just sort of the quantity. So our goal is that everything we collect, that we really try to put everything back into use one way or another. For example, with textile is quite a big issue now because, of course, everyone buys new. New textile is very cheap. Often it's cheaper than buying used, especially if it's if the quality is not too good. So we also make, for example, cleaning mops and similar from secondhand textile that's not possible to be reused directly and such, that we really use everything to its sort of maximal potential while also creating jobs and employment for people from different vulnerable groups. After which was this part of continuing and educating was the repair cafe. We have one main and also second one. We have two repair cafes in Slovenia where we do have workshops where we teach people how to repair, how to fix things, and that often just some basic repair or basic cleaning is needed for something to work. But people either they don't know or they do not care. So that's a big issue. We see that people just, if something stops working, they don't care even to check what could be wrong, but they just almost often accept if it's something a bit more expensive, they throw it away and buy it new, which is a huge issue and a reason why we have so much waste. So that's why we started with also the first proper repair cafe in Slovenia, where everyone from children to youths to adults to the elderly can learn how to repair things, can exchange knowledge, and just talk and learn together. And the goal is also to present circular economy, how everything can be used again, if not for its, of course, primary purpose, then for something else, to just use items really to the end, because that's an issue, especially for textile. The textile we get quite often it's new, things that have the price on, things that are still packaged, and it's sort of sad to see. going on. So the second model was how can we now make this bigger? How can we really show second-hand and circular economy more in practice? That's why, as you'll see a bit later in the PowerPoint, we repurposed used shipping containers into small apartments to show that you can really use circular economy in practice. We developed different sustainable cooperations models with municipalities, and we work together in different circular economy networks and social networks like RUs and Civic. So currently, yeah, as you can see on the left, this is a used shipping container which was abandoned, and everything you can see on the picture is used. So this is sort of proof that there really is no need to buy new when there are already so many things that are created. And this is very good and people are interested in it because sort of it kind of works on also on the main issue. So the reason why people, for example, very much like this idea, it's not because it looks very good also, but also because price-wise, second-hand items are quite cheap and you can get high-quality items for cheap. And we really want to push that point because this really gets people to buy second-hand. They don't see it as often people see it, oh, people who buy second-hand, they buy it because they cannot afford new. But now it's because they want quality, because they want something different, not just because of the price. Okay, so and next to that, of course, this was done through a Norway Grants projects. We also work on many different EU projects, where our goal is also to work on policy, because as you can see, we work heavily in practice, and we also wish to put this knowledge into policy so we can fix different issues, for example, with with e-waste collection and things like that. So we sort of merge these parts all together. So our whole process of collection goes into pretty much these 5 steps of collection. We collect door to door. We do for furniture and other bigger items. In our locations, we also do that door to door. But most items are brought directly by people to our store where we sort them. Then we do the diagnostics and cleaning them. If needed, we do smaller repairs and restorations. That's mostly for furniture. Quality control, that's especially important for electronics, if everything works and if it works safely, that it won't catch on fire or something. And then sales, mostly directly to the stores, for some items also online, and for items we produce ourselves from old felt and things like that, also a lot online. So our framework, we are a social enterprise, which started in 2011. Our target group is people with disabilities, so either physical or mental, all types, long-term unemployment, maybe they just are going sort of through a rough patch, just people who have gotten out of the job market, are unable to get a job because of different issues. So that's our group. So how can we get these people to get back into the market or to just get into the market for the first time by sort of learning from in our centers, by working in our centers, by gathering experience and also gathering things they can show to future employers on their CV, what they have already done, what they know how to do and things like that. And this helps a lot because many of these people, they either haven't worked for 10, 15 years or they have never actually worked in a proper job, meaning that some things might seem normal and logical to us, they don't know. And this really helps them a lot. And it really gives them a push for them to find long-term jobs. And we also do, if we find someone who really wants to work in this field, who enjoys it, we also offer employment. Currently, we have almost 40 people employed full-time in this sector, mostly, of course, with special needs. Okay. So, and regarding the cooperation with local communities, that's very important to us because we wish to bring first change in the local area and in more local areas until this grows on a national level. So we connect with different citizens, also with schools very often for education, for municipalities for presentation, and for businesses in the RIC sector because they often have still usable things they cannot sell, they did not manage to sell, which are still usable. So we very much work also with businesses and also to transform different spaces using secondhand items and to build sort of a circular economy together because that's what is circular economy. Different stakeholders working together, and that's how we see it. So for the future, We see CPU as a link sort of between the public and private sector, because we sort of work a lot with both, and to cooperate also even more with different associations, NGOs, and especially private businesses, regular businesses, because we feel like they often are missing out on the opportunity of secondhand, both financially and quality-wise, and also because we have organizations that are calling us because they do not know where should we have these things. We do not want to throw them away. They're still usable and they don't know what to do with them. So we see us as a very important link in such scenarios. And of course, on different projects work, be it for policy, for direct action, such with municipalities, or even with your organizations, you listening now. So this is what we do. So how can we turn waste to to value, to community value? For example, as you can see on the slide, old furniture we refurbished into sort of newer chairs. So what we did is we reduced the waste of all destroyed chairs, or we got them a new life. And next to that, a person with special needs learned how to fix things, how to repair things, how to color things. So not only was this environmental, it was also social, and that's pretty much our main goal in all of our work. So here you can see similar principle. So the problem is waste, and how can we turn that into a product while also creating different social benefits. That's the main thing, what we wish to achieve. Here you have also more examples. What we do on the right side here, you can see bags we made from different materials that are sort of thrown away, but are still usable. These are especially industrial materials, often especially carpenters. They throw away a lot of materials because of corners and such while working, which is new material that's not being used, that's completely still usable. These are sort of things that we can very much use and create new and used things out of them, sort of a mix of upcycled products. And these are all without new materials. So we use no new materials. Everything we use, it's exclusively used. As you saw, the containers here on the right side, this is the inside of the container. Again, everything you can see in the picture, the container itself, everything inside the walls, this is all used. Nothing is new. So, and as mentioned before, this creates an economic impact, a social impact, and of course, a big environmental impact too. Because not only are you reducing waste, you're also reducing the need for people to buy new things. So you're sort of doubling your action. Here you have some more pictures of our project we had of the containers into housing. And on our second location, we decided to do it a bit differently, and we turned it into a part of a store. So going to our year, so this is, we sadly haven't finished fully from last year, but for 2023, in 1 year, we managed to reuse almost 100,000 different items. Here you can see all the pieces. So it was mostly clothes, but also household appliances and such. And these were all items that were stopped from going to waste and that replaced new items being created. And our SRI, which we calculated, so how much from each euro invested, how much social work we created 4 times, and that's because of the social factors we were speaking about before, by giving opportunity, by giving employment, especially in rural areas for people with special needs. That's also quite important, and of course also by the waste reduction. So I hope I wasn't too long. If anyone has any questions, just please let us know. We would happily answer everything.
Thank you. Thank you for plenty ideas how reuse center could look like and operate. Very inspiring. Also the social aspect and the long term of your processes and really running those reuse centers is very, very inspiring. So thank you for that. So now it is the time for a question. If someone has a question, I checked the Slido. To be honest, there is no question in the Slido for now. So maybe now there is a space and area for you, dear participants, to really share your questions if you have some. We will let you to think about it a little bit. No questions for now. Everything is clear. Those presentations, it was very complete and full of the information. So maybe everything is clear to everyone.
Yeah, you can also reach out to us, Center for Youth Slovenia. You can always reach out if you have any questions, any proposals for collaboration. We're always open to new ideas, to new proposals. So even after the meeting or even after a year, you can always reach out to us.
And then we have connect with you and you with us, and
we can start new stories together. Yes, Mattia?
Yes, we have one question from Matthias, so floor is yours.
Thank you all, and nice to be here. I'm Mattia from Bologna, Italy. I'm following the NiCE project from here. I know you have a place ongoing activities even here. I was wondering if when you shape the collaboration with the local stakeholders, right? If you follow, I'm a researcher, sorry, I missed this point, and I'm also working on these topics basically. I was curious to know if you use some specific frameworks when you establish collaborations with the local actors. For example, we are working with the Living Lab methodology, which maybe you know about that, you noticed. So I just was wondering if you have experiences with these approaches or you have other frameworks to shape those collaborations on the ground. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Regarding collaboration, well, with private companies, it's more about benefit for them collaboration. So often it's the issue they are either moving locations, they are changing something, and they have us. Hey, we'll help you, we'll bring this to you, and you can reuse it, you can give it, you can resell it, and give it to new life. So it's more of a this collaboration. We do it sort of quite similar also with municipalities. We just propose sort of a solution for a problem with waste, a social problem, and then through that we work together, if I explained clearly enough. So just nothing too technical, nothing too scientific, just this is the current problem, how together can we solve it, what can we offer to you to solve this problem, sort of, and how can we both benefit then from the solution.
Yeah, thank you for the answer. Also, maybe Katarzyna, do you want to answer this question as well? How is it working in Poland?
Maybe Katarzyna from Brzeg Dolny can answer this question. As she operates the multi-center.
Yes. So are you here with us? Yes, you are. So if you
yes, I'm here with us, but we had some internet issues and I didn't hear the question. So could you please repeat once more?
Yes, so Mattia, please, if you can repeat your question one more time.
Yes, yeah, of course. I also had some issues in understanding some part of the reply. But anyway, I was wondering if you follow some specific frameworks when you try to build the collaboration with the local stakeholders. I asked this question because I work in a similar landscape, and I use the Living Lab methodology to.
Yes, I understand. So
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, basically we used our experience in NGO sector, because for me, I was working with NGOs for about 15 years. I'm working in the municipality just for 4 years, but I own these friendships for a long time, and I basically just based on those local NGOs who provided me information. We didn't use any methodology, just our own experience from NGO sector. Thanks.
Perfect. Nice. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for the question and for the answers as well. It could be also very inspiring to other participants if they are starting their own reuse centers or maybe making them better. So is there any other question from the participants, something which is important for you? If not, I am again reminding the possibility to connect with our speakers and with all the participants in this NiCE project via the website and the email section. Also in the chat, you can see the links from Katarzyna about the reuse and multi-center in Brzeg Dolny. So it's really up to you to stay in the touch. So thank you everyone again for your participation. Thank you for actively listening and sharing the information with us, and hopefully we will see each other at the other workshop or meeting soon. So thank you again, and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you.